things.
What is popping, party people? It's your boy, Just Leave
Whoa,
Me.
let's
And
go!
today we have the matchup of Team 5 and 3. The pictures are wrong, blame them. And Borge gets carried. Let's get right into the draft right here. We see the Kazakhs and the Akali band. That's respect bands from both sides on Zim Shady and on Julian, who's currently not here.
Wait, I can't see chat. Is that like a problem?
That is not a problem. We're getting really quick bans here. We see 380 carry bans coming in with the Jinx, Varus, and Vayne. They're trying to knock these ADs onto some lower tiers. We see actually the Sivir band too. They're pretty scared of Snakethorn. Let's see if we see his Quinn again.
Big moves, big moves.
First pick from Team 5 and 3 coming up here. What are you expecting? A Karma?
That's a Karma.
That's a Karma right there. It's one of John Galt's most picked, and I know Chip did some scouting and they saw that Borges gets carried is picking it, so we see the Galio hover here.
Galio, solid, well-rounded support pick. You know how it is.
You know how it would be. You know how it would be.
Yeah.
Marius, you know how it would be, right?
Oh yeah, I know how it'd be. Galio used to be a good mid laner. I've seen he's alright sometimes nowadays, but he's primarily played in support. He's just got those strong abilities you want, can protect a carry real well. And Galio Ashe should be a pretty safe lane down there. Hopefully,
yeah, pretty strong
don't end
lane.
up dying.
Ashe's laning super strong, and Galio has a lot of CC to like make a free arrow or to follow up on an arrow, so that's pretty strong.
But yeah, those will
We'll have
be
to see.
should be an easy lane to gank if the real Zim Shady does want to head on down there.
Yeah, I want to see what he picks if there's no Kazakhs in the picture. All right, we see the Kai'Sa locked in. We have a lot of priority on the ADs here.
Will we see the Gator though? That's
we might.
all I want to know.
We see the Kale. That's probably for Julian in the mid lane.
Mm-hmm.
I suspect
Solid
it will be
pick.
for Julian and the Vi coming out there as well.
Wow, this is Borges gets carried comp has so much CC.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Kai'Sa or Kale or whoever they go on to is just gonna die in one hit.
Indeed. The Gator band coming out from Boards gets carried. You know how it is.
Definitely got to ban that
Boards
against Borges.
Gator, they be chomping on people, you feel?
Yeah, Borges be chomping. That's just the one thing I've learned.
Mm-hmm.
If you give him the Gator, he's gonna smack you up. And there was also the Gator buffs that came in on the patch 9.8, which were pretty big.
Oh yeah.
And then we see the Orianna Hecarim bans.
Solid Hecarim band. Hecarim being a menace all throughout of like whether it's solo queue or pro play.
Yeah, in both top lane and jungle, which we know Chip likes his flex picks.
Doesn't really have too many losing matchups.
Yeah,
so best to just get it out of the way.
It's always a good sign for a character if they don't have any losing matchups.
Definitely solid, balanced.
Yeah, definitely.
Gets picked most of pro games.
Yeah, takes Ignite and lane.
It's what you want to see.
It's okay though. I hear nerfs are coming in for Hecarim there.
Ooh, that's my favorite.
And I think that's a miss Team 5 and 2.
The spicy no ban coming in.
I don't think it was intended for a no ban.
I mean, I don't think Chip's the one to mess up bans like this, so I think it has to be an intentional no ban.
It is an
RE ban. Looks like we're gonna break the rules a little bit right here, but that is fine. No worries on that one. I know that Chip gives Seth a lot of crap about not being able to do the pro drafts, but it looks like Chip can't do it here. That's very interesting.
Oh yeah.
All right, then we see the Karthus pick. That could be. It looks like it's gonna be a mid Karthus since they already have the Vi locked in. I don't know how much experience Fitsace has on that, but it seems like a champion that's right up his alley with the Orianna and the RE band. We'll have to see what Team 5 and 2 or 5 and 3 wants to lock in here.
Looking like they're looking for the Ornn. And speaking of Borge gets carried, I imagine they're gonna have a lot of large pressure on the map. Galio can cover a lot of distance, and Karthus covers the whole map. Especially if those Ashe arrows are on point, you might just see a lot of action happening in other lanes.
A lot of global pressure here from Borge gets carried.
With tons of follow up. I want to see what they ran out their comp with. They're gonna need a top laner. It looks like. I want to see something that follows the same trend.
We might see the.
And then we see the Mumu pick actually. Mumu received a lot of buffs, and I know that there's some players that are taking him full AP with Conqueror. So I wonder if that's what Chip's going to see here. Oh, I like this comp. They have so much
I like the Olaf pick here.
Top lane Olaf.
So much early pressure.
They have all of that get in. They just need Olaf to just run past all the CC and just...
Yeah, I heard of a new Olaf build that's kind of coming up in the semi-pro scene. It's actually tier first. So we're gonna have to see if he goes for that build. If you do, it's definitely one of the highest win rate Korean challenger builds. So we're gonna have to see if it can transition over to NA in-house league. But
Can you
looking
kind
at the
of explain
comps,
that build? I
well,
don't think I've ever heard of it.
yeah, it's a new build that's just been popping up in some of the major regions in the high challenger and semi-pro scenes. Basically, Olaf has a lot of lane pressure, but the one problem you run into a bunch is in lane when you're constantly throwing axes, you run out of mana. So
Hmm.
with the tier, it refunds 10% of all mana spent, increases your mana pool, and then also once you get it fully stacked, you get the mana Mune, which increases your all-in potential. So it's just an all-around good item for Olaf. So I want to see
Well,
if he
can't
ends
wait
up
to
building
see
it.
it.
Yeah,
Now, do the Olafs usually keep it or do they sell it?
I think they usually keep it for the entire game. It's one of the best items for him.
I hear they
Gotcha.
consider upgrading it into a Manamune as well.
Yeah. Sorry, that's what I meant.
Yeah, they upgraded to a Manamune, and you can just imagine how scary a Muramana Olaf is. However, you
Yeah.
did say it was coming up in that high challenger Korea, but we've seen time and time again, Korea's a wild card region. You can't expect too much from
Yes.
the builds in there, so I wouldn't put too much faith in that.
I actually kind of want to talk to the coach from Boards Gets Carries behind
I
the
would love
Olaf
to
pick.
talk to him. I mean, I know it's just a comfort pick, so that's probably what he's going to tell us, but I'd love to talk to him.
Probably.
I mean, just looking at the comps, Team 5 and 3 has insane scaling with the Kaisa Kale Orn items, and I'm pretty sure APMU scales like decently.
Yeah,
I don't
APM
But
know.
Moon
Boards,
will
Boards
be
Gets
scary.
Carries gonna let them scale though,
yeah, Boards
especially
just
with
carried
the
has
bike
all
pick
the
and the
tools they
Gallium.
need to prevent the scaling and end this game out in 30 minutes with
And
just
Boards
pure
Gets Carried still
catches.
has solid scaling with the Karthus, with the Ash, with the Galio.
Yeah. So I definitely want to see Boards get carried, get an early lead, press that lead, and end the game. But I feel like if it gets later, or if Team 5 and 3 is able to keep it close, they're gonna definitely pull away with
Hmm.
the end game.
Yeah, and it looks like we will be getting an interview with the coach from Borj Gets Carried. We'll have to wait a bit. He's helping make sure his players are situated and ready to go. So once he walks off the stage, takes off his headset, he'll come talk to us.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think they're shaking hands right now as we speak. Yep, there's the handshake right there, and they're walking off. I think they're going towards
Oh,
the
Chip
back. So we'll see
actually
when we get
spit in
him
his
here.
hand before he
Oh,
shook
did he? That's
Seth's
messed up.
hand.
That's
Chip's
pretty
having
rude.
problems getting down the stairs. He's taking the escalator, even though there's two steps.
Definitely kind of sucks being Chip right now.
Definitely unfortunate.
Should keep that sportsmanship.
Yeah. They had a rough week last week. It's understandable to be frustrated, but poor sportsmanship is inexcusable in this league.
And you want
You
to
know,
see
You
a
but
hate
we
to
coach.
know
see
how
that.
tilting of a game League of Legends can be.
Yeah.
Oh, very true. And you want to see a coach with a rock hard mental, because everyone knows
Hmm.
the coach's mental is where the player's mental reaches. If the coach's mental is down in the gutter, his players aren't going to go much too past it.
I'm actually kind of worried about Chip's mental. We didn't see too many flex picks this game.
Yeah, there definitely weren't too many flex picks. And even with the Kale, you already know it's probably going mid.
Hmm.
So he definitely might be gun shy after the performance last week where he tried to do the ultimate flex comp and it came back to bite him.
Going from 4-0 to 5-2.
Five and
Let's see
three,
how they'll do
actually.
this game.
Their team
Yeah,
name
five
should
and
be
three.
5 and 3. They did not submit to me a newly updated logo, so you can still see last week's logo from their previous score up there, right next to Borj Gets Carried's logo.
I think we
Yeah,
should just call them 5-2 to boost their esteem.
no, I don't. I think
Get
they're
better
team
games.
5 and 3.
They may need the boost in esteem, but I don't think they've earned it yet with their performances from last week.
Yeah, an interesting storyline also coming into this game is Snakethorn actually just hit Platinum 2, making him the highest ranked person in this lobby by far. So I really want to see if he's able to carry this game.
By far, who's the second highest ranked, Derek? Do you know?
I had something come up, so I
What do we
will
think?
cast in a few minutes. Y'all take over.
Alrighty, it's
Alright,
probably Zim Shady at Plat 4, I think.
it's either
Everyone else
Shady
is
or
around gold,
possibly
silver.
Julian. I don't, like Roasted Cigar.
I think Julian's currently gold,
Okay, well,
but I
he
think he
was
definitely has the
previously.
potential to be platinum. Yeah. Yeah, so Evan's gonna have to cut out here, but you just got me and Marius now.
Yeah, Evan will come back in the middle of the game. You know, Evan's that play-by-play caster. When things start popping off, Evan's gonna come popping in. So no worries,
Yep.
guys. He'll be back. But, you know, we're at this point just they're finishing up the picks and bans here. We'll be getting to a 3-minute wait, and we'll have that interview with the team, the coach from Borj Gets Carried. Hear what his thoughts are on that Olaf, what that spicy new build coming out of the wildcard region that is Korea.
Yeah, it's gonna be definitely interesting to talk to him
So
and also
Derek,
get his take on
Oh.
whether he thinks they're gonna
It
What's
actually
up?
looks
Sorry.
like he is ready. Let's get him in here and talk to him.
Oh yes, for sure.
All right, Seth, welcome to the Casters booth. Let's hear about it for that game. What were your thoughts going with the draft?
So, since we've beaten Chip's team twice already, and we think it's going to be a pretty easy game, we actually wanted to mix it up this week, and we not only were thinking about flexing champions, but we even flexed our players this game. As you'll see, we have Connor piloting the Ashe and Kyle and Rampage piloting the Vi, because Kyle showed last week that he can actually play the Vi really well against Chip's team, and really shut down the Quinn when we played it last time. So we're going to try it out again and see if it works out.
So you're
All
doing a
right.
bit of a role swap situation here
Good
today. Is that
morning.
what it is?
That's right. That's right. I'm letting
So,
the players really wanted to do it, and I'm letting them sort of take control of this game.
So I don't know if I
Gotcha,
missed
gotcha.
this in this little Coach Poland, but did you guys talk about the Olaf tier build?
We have not. We want to hear from Seth the Boonies on the newest, hottest, and best Olaf build. Will he be going at this game with that tier?
I actually did give him the condition that if I picked him off, he's not allowed to build tier, so I don't think we'll be seeing it this game.
Gotcha.
even though it's popping up in some smaller regions like Korea.
I don't know about that one.
So what if he does like all good players do, like the shy, and ignores your coaching wisdom? What are you gonna do then?
I mean, really, I let the players kind of play whatever they wanted this game. So if he does kind of just do what he wants, it is how it is. I'm confident we'll beat Chip's team regardless what we do.
Yeah. Speaking of Chip's team, what do you think about his draft right here?
I think the Amumu is not going to do that well. I don't think their player has much experience with that champion, and I think the Vi will be able to sort of just walk all over it. I think also we have such a favorable matchup in mid and top that it just shouldn't really be a breeze. And with the champion or a player like Connor on Ashe, I think he'll be able to nullify any threat of their bot lane. So I just don't see any win condition for Chip's team.
Big words coming out here from Seth.
As always, you know it.
Any other
Alrighty.
questions you guys got for Seth, or should we send him on out of here so we can continue the cast?
Oh, that's it for me. I don't know if
Evan,
Evan
you
has
got
any.
anything else you want to ask?
I'm A-okay.
All right,
All right,
Seth.
thanks for having me on, guys.
Thanks for stopping by. Good luck to your team today.
Thank you. Have a good one.
All right.
All right. So during that conversation, I actually messaged Renziel saying go tier for the stream. So he said K. So we're gonna see if anything comes out of that.
All right, we'll see
Not
what the
sure if you
likelihood
wanted
of
to do that
happening
there,
is.
Derek. Seth might be a little bit upset towards Renziel, but we'll just have to see.
I'll take the blame if it ends up coming back to bite them.
I just want you to know if this goes south, you're off the casting desk.
No,
Anyways,
I need the money.
so who do you guys think are gonna win this game?
I'd normally throw it towards Borge gets carried, but I personally haven't seen Connor on the Ashe before. I've got some confidence in him, but I think Chip's team, Chip's team 5-3 has a possibility to scale to a point where it just might not matter. I'm not too sure if Borge gets carried will be able to capitalize on that early advantage they have. So I'm going with team 5-3.
How about you, Derek?
For me, I'm gonna have to go with Borgias carried. I feel like definitely in these in-houses, there's gonna be a lot of people on 5-3 who are out of position, and they have every tool they need to capitalize on that and get some free kills. I definitely want to see though how Zim does on the Ashe and how Rampage does on the Vi. And I think most of this game might be decided by the 10-minute mark, depending on what happens.
I'm gonna have to stick with the boys in blue. 5-3. You know, they've been having a rough week, but I definitely think this is the game where they come back. You know, they have John Galt on Karma. Definitely a solid performance we saw from last week's games. And we have Classic Snakethorn, who
Yes.
was my first ever MVP whenever I was on the desk, so.
Yeah, he definitely has the potential. And also something we see out of Karma right here is the Ignite. I know that John Galt is a big fan of the exhaust, but it looks like Chip was able to convince him to go Ignite this game, so that's pretty good. And then we see normal runes coming out of pretty much everybody. Nothing too out of the ordinary.
If this game gets past 30 minutes, I think 5-3 are going to take this dub.
Yeah, it's going to be really hard if it gets past that. I think the only way that Red Team can win if it goes late is if they get a really good catch onto somebody and are able to turn it into Baron and Towers.
One thing I did want to talk about is boards gets carried have all these prio lanes, and so Vi's going to be able to bully the Amumu because the Amumu's already in a non-favorable matchup. So especially with those prio lanes, Vi's going to get those scuttles, get those invades, and just build a lead for herself.
Yeah, so speaking
Yes.
of the Vi building those leads for herself, where do you think Vi is going to be focusing most of her attention this game?
Honestly, I think it's just gonna be a very solid clear, and then she's gonna look topside, get that Olaf kind of rolling into Ornn, even though Olaf already has the favorable matchup into Ornn. And then again with those prio lanes, I think she's definitely gonna start invading, and then just basically play off where Mumu is.
Yeah, I think definitely early you want to be focusing top as the Vi, but once your bot lane hits 6, you have a crazy amount of kill pressure onto the Kaisik Karma, so I feel like after 6 you should be looking bottom to try to get a lot of kills. And also the card that's coming in from mid lane can help them secure some. Alright, appears we're getting into the game here. I'm guessing we'll probably see a fan from both teams, but they could surprise us. I know that Team Boards Gets Carried is trying out some spicy stuff this game, so they might try a spicy invade.
Solid general items coming out so far.
Yeah, very general stuff coming out. An interesting... Oh, never mind, Moo's picking up items now. I was wondering if he was going to go no items.
Not sure if Drew's here. Okay.
Yeah, you really hate to see that, but it shouldn't affect the fan too much. Definitely want to see what these teams' early levels are going to be like.
Renzo getting that early bush prio.
Yeah, it's definitely super scary to face check on Olaf, because he only needs one axe to hit you before you're basically dead or have to burn flash.
Exactly. Ooh, early klepto proc for Rosa Sigurd getting a sly sack of gold.
Sly sack. He's basing right now. He just popped it.
Getting 70 gold on that.
He can't buy anything.
Can't buy anything.
Yeah. It's not the worst, but a little unlucky. If you get the more gold, you can get like a ward or something.
Yep.
Alright, looks like we're gonna see the res start from the Vi and the Amumu.
I think
appears to be running to the red as well.
Should look for a level 2 gank onto the Ornn.
Yeah, definitely. It's super free onto the Ornn. If the Olaf can land any axes,
exactly.
It's a summoner for sure.
So hopefully Borge reads that.
Yeah, Borge is a very strong player. He should know it's coming once he sees that Olaf comes to lane late with
like Zim and Drew are gonna go for that early cheese right here.
Oh, this is really good.
Gotta watch out here.
Really
John Galt blowing flash here. Snakethorn trying to get some good trades in. Now they're gonna back off. Actually, Connor's still looking for it.
Amumu's not coming to
And
help
blue
them.
side might need to back off here. Connor kind of risking a heal coming out from Snakethorn. Connor finally realizing he needs to back off. Just take that early poke.
Yeah, that was a really fast reaction from John Galt, being able to flash out of the face check taunt. And it might have actually saved them from getting killed there, so that was really good.
Yeah, I believe he would have died definitely if he did not manage to get that flash. That was a long period of time that Zim and Drew held that cheeky play right there. They're pretty lucky
when you go for
that
stuff like
Amumu didn't come straight down after that red buff.
When you go for stuff like that, you can't be doing it for too long or else the jungler will come. So it's good to see that they got out alive, and they look like they're going to build an advantage for themselves.
One thing I did see is that red side, or Connor and Drew, both missed the 3 melee minions with blue side, so XP is even.
Yeah, it's not the worst for Team 5 and 3, but we'll have to see how they're able to come back from this early deficit. Yeah. It shouldn't be too bad, though.
And like Evan was saying with the game plan for the Vi, where she can bully the Amumu, she's already started doing that. She's taken his blue buff, she's taken his Grom. She's starting those invades, got a lot of extra camps on her side, should have a nice healthy lead against that Amumu.
Yeah, this is super bad for the Amumu, because at this point he doesn't even know any of his camps are down yet. So we'll have to see what he does. I would have liked to, I don't know if they had any way of knowing that she was there, if they had a pixel ward, but I would have liked to see him try to path into her bottom side jungle maybe.
Ooh, Borge needs to be careful here, Rampage coming out of the river bush.
Oh,
getting the flash too, but Borge is going away.
Yeah. That was a little bit ambitious from the side of Team Boards Gets Carried.
Definitely overthinking the Olaf pick. Just kind of need to let Olaf do his thing in the top lane.
Yeah, the Vi did almost make that connection there with the Q though. I think if she did manage to get that, they would have at least blown Forge to the flash.
Oh, he's using some aggression in the bottom lane.
Ooh, Jungle kind of getting out of position here. Connor actually needs to be careful. Snakethorn blowing the flash to get back. Connor flashing in, getting the kill onto John Galt and getting first blood. Snakethorn, unfortunately, not being able to get a return kill. But we do see Amumu here sitting on a ward, however.
Yeah, that was super well played by Drew.
No summoners.
Oh, Borge just dies here. Wow, the axe lands and he has to flash, and then Olaf just responds to the flash E.
That's what we were talking about, the Olaf into Ornn matchup. Olaf just basically dominates top lane through those early levels.
And Olaf's going to be basing here with about 1100 gold. Let's see what he picks up. Tier is 850, so we'll have to see if he can, what he wants to do here.
Versus Sigurd has a solid gold lead above the Karthus by 200 gold with that Kleptomancy.
I don't know if he's going to go the tier. It looks like he's going for that,
He's going for the
Black Cleaver.
Oh, we see some aggression mid here.
Good
Both
trades
are
coming out here from Rosa Sigurd.
This actually does get the Dark Harvest. Yeah. Alright, we actually see a pretty big CS lead for Snakethorn though. It might get evened out though when they push back the wave.
Even with that CS lead though, Ashe is still up 300 gold with that kill.
Yeah, the kill was definitely huge, and all came from their early aggression on the tri-bush wait, and they were able to get the sums and then able to capitalize later with the taunt flash.
Getting the teleport out from Kayle in mid lane as well there by the Karthus. Karthus hasn't had a chance to back yet, so he's a bit low on items compared to the Kayle. We'll have to see if he manages to get a good back timing or just punting for overstaying here.
What summoner spells do you like on Karthus? Would you like to see teleport here, or do you think the exhaust is okay?
I'm personally a fan of the exhaust in more dangerous matchups if you're against like an assassin kind of deal. Slow them down, makes it real easy to hit those Qs, and also just keeps you safe. You can go teleport. I think in a matchup like Kayle, you may very well want to go teleport, or you can just go something easier like an ignite if you really want it. Although I think either exhaust or teleport would be the two options that you should go.
Yeah, okay. Alright, we see the hawk shot coming out. I believe they're going to spot out a Moo with that.
Ooh, Vi going in for the invade. But needs to be careful here. No pry on any lane. No flash on the Vi either. Amumu landing the bandage toss onto the Vi. Vi trying to use the ball breaker to get out. Vi actually might get out here. Bot lane actually needs to be careful here. They need to just let that Vi die. Otherwise, Snakethorn's going to pick up some free kills. Connor's way out of position. Bandage toss landing onto Connor. Connor going down there. But Axe is going out from the top lane.
Yeah, with the mid lane base, you can't be going for invades like that. It ends up baiting in Zim Shady to try to help him. Super unfortunate, and the early lead they accrued is now just gone. Alright, we see damage going out for the plates, yeah. Galio might be able to hold some off, I don't know.
Definitely gonna lose one plate here. Forge kind of getting destroyed in the top lane.
Yeah, he does have a respectable farm though, so it's not the worst. Especially in that lane, you just have to survive.
Renziel should just set up a freeze.
Current fight going on in bot lane, that's an ignite from the heal out. Galio taking a lot of damage. Ignite from Galio. Heal brought out by Kaisa. No kill
Vi looking for the invade onto Amumu, but meeting each other onto the blue buff. Amumu needs to back off here.
Yeah, Kayle can roam first here. She's going to be there pretty quick. We see the Karthus coming in. I don't know if it's going to kill.
Oh, actually going away from the Kayle heal.
Amumu living with about 15 health right there. Really low health Amumu.
I didn't see, but did the Dark Harvest proc on Amumu, or was it already down?
It did.
Okay.
Vi's gonna get that jungling, like we were saying about the whole Vi's just gonna bully out the Amumu.
Yeah, we're seeing that Lara now. She's gonna take his blue again and his Gromp again.
Renziel getting just shoving those waves in while Board's back in base. But we do see a little scrap down bot lane.
Yeah, we see the dash in, but nothing comes of it, so they're just gonna go back to farming. But we see a lead coming out for Snakethorn, which is definitely what you want to see on the Kaisa side.
Oh yeah. Not too much happening right now.
Yeah, and if nothing's happening, I really like that from Team 5 and 3.
With that Kayle pick, with that Kaisa pick.
I expect that to start happening soon though when the bottom lane hits level 6 on both the Ashe and the Galio. Well, I'll see if they try to make any plays on it.
I really want to see the Vi go down there right after they hit level 6. They've just got so much CC, point and click CC coming out of the Vi. That Ash arrow on that short distance can really just get you real quick, especially if you're not expecting it. At least have to blow a flash or two if it's aimed right.
Yeah, and then we can see them probably transition that into the early Ocean Drake, which would be really nice.
What are your thoughts about the Karthus Kayle? I don't know if you want to pick a scaling mid laner into Kayle.
I think it's okay.
I think it's okay. Karthus himself is also a scaling kind of, like, he does a lot in the late game. Karthus is going to be doing a ton of damage. It's a free farm lane in mid, so you really just got to question yourself, is Karthus worth having if Kayle gets to farm as well? And I think Karthus is one of those champions who can say yes. We actually have it going down to the bottom.
We're actually seeing something down here. Bot lane, my ult coming out. Galio ult knocking up John Galt. Snakethorn trying to reposition here, trying to look for some damage. Flash coming out from Drew the Deity, but might cost him his life. Snakethorn playing absolutely like a monster.
He wins this.
Real Zim Shady. No fear coming out from Snakethorn.
You'll be able to hit him with the W here.
With the fourth passive.
Wow, Snakethorn with the outplay, that was insane.
Snakethorn just insane. I'm telling you, this guy's going far, my man.
That looked to me like they just invested too many resources on that Karma. Karma got hit by all 3 ultimates without one of them hitting Snakethorn at all right there. They then overstepped going under that tower. I think if they backed off after taking the Karma kill, that would have been perfect for them. They could have done it again just 2 minutes later.
Yeah, that's definitely a little unfortunate. Now Snakethorn is 3 kills on the Kai'Sa, and it looks like he's opting for the IE first build. I know that as of late, the more popular build is the Stormrazor.
Fake Chelsea, kind of overstepping here. No mana, gotta be careful. Gonna get some free Klepto stacks onto the Kayle. Kayle actually almost 1k up on the Karthus.
Yeah, Klepto and a kill and assist will do that. Yeah, this is definitely super bad for Team Borge gets carried. They're falling behind and they do not have the scaling. We're gonna have to see if they're able to capitalize. We do see the Vi looking top here. No ultimate for about 20 more seconds though.
Borge playing extremely safe, knows something's happening. Needs to be careful here. Just let the Olaf push in. What's happening?
Also, while we're talking, the Moo picks up the Ocean Dragon solo, and looks like there's another Ocean spawning afterwards.
Borge just needs to be patient. Just sit there, let the wave push in. Don't risk too much.
He's wasting a lot of Vi's time. Vi with the flash. It's Borge's flash in return.
Definitely kind of a crazy game.
Yeah, it's always been really crazy, but it's even right now. But I think Team 5 and 3 is gonna pull away here in the near future.
Oh, looking for something. Will the Ornhorn come out?
Yeah, Olaf with no ult. If they land some CC, this might be a kill. We also see the Vi roaming up too, with the fight in the mid lane.
Rosa's Sigurd needs to kind of move around. Kayle has that W.
Oh, now we see the Ornhorn coming on top of the Amumu ult. That looks like a double kill.
Double kill for the Amumu right there. Great turnaround by the gank.
Should have just let the gank go. Olaf just needed to play back there. Not risk too much.
Without the Olaf ult, it's super hard to pull off that, and the 2v2 is pretty hard when there's so much CC coming out from the side of Team 5 and 3.
And Borge and Ycat Shy still had their ults. We see something down here in the bot lane. Killer Instinct coming down from Snakethorn. Not too much else. A few summoners blown here. Good ult Mantra Q coming out from the Karma.
Gotta watch out for that Kai'Sa W. She may be looking for that snipe on the Ash.
Yeah, that should be fine though with the minion wave there. We'll have to see.
Via's ult might be looking for a bot gank.
I think the bot lane's just too unhealthy to be able to go for that. I don't think you're going to be able to get the Kai'Sa down quick enough. She's got that heal too. She'll get enough auto attacks off to really...
Might see kill mid here. No auto coming in. She's not quite level 11, so she didn't have the range.
I would have really liked to have seen her just pop her ultimate and keep running right at that Karthus. She had the movement speed. She would have definitely caught him right there and not taken the damage from the dive.
Yeah, I definitely would have liked to see that.
Right now, I think Snakethorn and John Galt are just playing a little too passive for my liking. They know their bot lane has no summoners, very low health.
Yeah, they're playing really passive, but when you think about the win condition for their team, though, they can't afford to play passive in this situation, so it's better safe than sorry, is what I always say.
We might see something here with the Vi and the Amumu.
I think it's also
Amumu seeing Vi, Kayle. Vanish toss does miss. Vi is way out of position here. Good escape from the Vi.
I think it's also just a matter that the Kai'Sa's got a lot of damage right now. She's got a lot of items. Gone for that double pickaxe, getting that Q evolve, only making her more scary. I don't think they need to push harder than they do right now. They've already got an advantage. If they keep it where it is right now, I think their chances of winning are pretty high.
Yeah, I'm sad we didn't see the tier out of the Olaf. It definitely would have helped him out in this lane where he's running constantly.
He does have that corrupting potion to kind of slow down that Oomness though.
Yeah, but the Oomness will come, and we see the kill reaching level 11 here, so she's definitely going to become a threat.
Big power spike for Roasted Sigurd. Now Fitchase just needs to play back. And with that level 11, Fitchase is just going to fall even further behind with that Karthus pick. Because now he's going to start getting bullied out.
Yeah, and that kill, if she had been level 11 previously when that attempted tower dive, would have gotten that kill. Stuck in melee range, couldn't reach him before. Not an issue anymore.
Yeah, it's unfortunate they took out the skill pot to hit the level blurry points earlier.
Yeah.
But Kill's still a very good champion.
I'm not sure if I'd describe it as unfortunate, but it's definitely a thing they took out. Top lane game.
Oh, we might be looking at something here. Vaultbreaker coming out from the Vi. Borge trying to get out. The Vi ult coming down onto Borge. The Olaf axes, and that's just going to be free kill on Borge.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, really smart game.
Ash arrow on the bot lane.
Oh, Snakethorn going in with the killer instinct. Galio ulting. Not sure if you want to do that there.
They actually get both sums out of Snakethorn though, for only the flash out of Zimshady, so that is pretty good.
They still
I
have
think
the
that
ignite
if
on
the
Groot.
Galio didn't ult there and just kept casting his ability, that would have been a kill on Snakethorn. Oh, we see something here in the mid lane. Rampage needs to be careful. This is level 11 Kale we're talking about. Not
He's gonna go for the kill, wow.
Roasted Sigurd just picking up a free kill on Rampage.
Yeah, it was definitely
Not
unfortunate.
respecting the Kale at all.
Yeah, without the Viol and with the Q used, there's really no way to get onto her, so...
This Vi
Definitely.
currently having a rough game right now, 1-4-1, trying to put some map pressure on the map, but a lot of these ganks by her are just being turned around.
Taunt coming out from Druid the Deity.
So I think we're about 15 minutes in now. We've seen that it's the lane at a role swap. Normally we got Zit and Shady in the jungle, Rampage in the bot lane. What are you guys thinking so far of this swap? Successful, unsuccessful?
I'm thinking it's pretty unsuccessful.
I don't know if I like the role swap. Zimshady is one of your best performing players, and you're gonna put him on an off role. You know, I understand that he has confidence in himself and the coach has confidence in him, but I really would like to see Zimshady on a jungle pick.
It's like the GreatContent effect. You don't want to put the man who plays top lane into the support lane with the Tom Kench. Why put your best jungler onto the Ornhorn actually coming down here into the top lane? GY catch, I'm missing the bandage toss.
Yeah, and Olaf able to get out of there, but he has to burn his ult, and that's a lot of pressure down.
We're gonna see if they're gonna look for anything more here. I don't know if they will. Borge right now making an item.
Rift Herald.
Oh, no, Rift Herald. Looks like they just want to force that tower down.
Yeah, it might fall here, but there's not very many minions. Oh, they're gonna look for the dive actually.
Ooh, not sure if this is what you're going to be looking for, but definitely a solid execution. Uh-oh.
Karthus is able to
Does
actually
go
trade
down,
the kill
though.
back, which is super nice, but they do
Now
end up
Borge just
losing
needs
the
to
turret.
run here. Get that turret. Just back. Will Vi be there in time?
We'll have to see. She
Warren
does have
did
the
use E
ultimate.
as well. Borge needs to be careful. Vi
go for
might
it.
be catching him out of position here, but backs off.
You see a lot of damage going into the mid turret too here. But the Galio
Roasted
ganking
Sigurd
though.
looking for the 2v1, might be able to do it because of just how strong he is with the gunblade and everything. John Galt here with the shield, allowing him to reposition better. The execution coming down from Roasted Sigurd with that Starfire spellblade.
Yeah, really nice roam and bait by Roasted Sigurd and who is John Galt. That was really nice to see, and they're going to be able to break the mid turret here and really open up that map.
Rampage needs to be careful. Killer Instinct coming down from Snakethorn out of nowhere from downtown. Wow.
Yeah, this should be the Ocean Drake.
Yeah, that's going to be an Ocean Dragon right there for them. And this Kai'Sa's absolutely terrifying. She's already got her Infinity's Edge. She's most of the way to the Rage Blade at this point. I'd like to see them in a couple, 3 to 4 minutes just trying to force out those Barons.
Yeah, and
Getting a deep ward.
the team Borges Carrot, they have all the engage they need, but even with all of it, I'm not sure if they're going to be able to kill the Kai'Sa through the Kale ult and through the Karma shields. It's definitely super scary. I
One
really
thing we-
love Kale in 2 carry comps where there's where there's an 80 carry threat and you're able to just put your ult on them.
That's one thing we didn't talk about is the disengage on this comp, actually. The Ornhorn, solid disengage tool, the KO for either the Kaiser or herself, but we do see an Ornhorn coming down here. Galio trying to respond here. Galio might be going down. Astro hitting the ult. Snakethorn on the side, full health, just in a solid position. Bandage toss coming out from GY Cat Shy, getting a kill onto the Galio.
Yeah, really good trade by Team 5 and 3 there, and I would say Baron, but it's not even spawned yet.
Yeah, I think that was just an unfortunate choice of engage right there. Going on to the Kale, don't know where her teammates are, and as Vi found out real quick, they were right next to her. No real pressure maybe got from that.
Yeah, I feel like the only way you're going to be able to get a pick now is if someone's very out of position, not near any of their teammates. But if the team's there, they have so much heal, so much disengage that they're going to be able to kite back and then re-engage onto you.
Your red buff steal from Cat Shy.
Yeah, we see the Baron spawning right now, and the Kaisa has picked up the Rage Blade, so they can actually melt that pretty fast with both the Kale and the Kaisa.
Yeah, especially if they want to wait for the next dragon to come up. Just make sure they get all the neutrals. If they get that next dragon, their ability to melt that dragon is going to be even faster. I think the Kale might even be looking to pick up a Rage Blade as well now, getting that recurve bow right there.
Yeah, I don't really know much about Kale builds, so Panda, is this what you would go on Kale?
I personally am a fan of the Triforce build with Kale. I haven't played her as much recently. I've been mostly playing other mid laners, but I think it's pretty
We
good.
might be seeing something
Should
down
be good.
here in the top lane right now from Cat Shy, landing the bandage toss onto the Olaf. Olaf just needs to ult here and get out, which is exactly what Renziel does.
Yeah, we see an engage onto the
Oh,
Gallier
we
here, but
do
he's able
see
to run
something
away.
here from Rosa Sigurd. Whole team is, red side is on the top side of the map.
Yeah, in this situation, I would like to see them try to swap Borge into the bottom lane. He does have that TP, and you really don't want your strongest member in the bot lane by himself. You want him around the Baron, able to pressure it down. I wonder if they'll go for that swap here. But he's able to get some damage on the bot turret.
Going back to the Kale build, I definitely think Rosa Sigurd can afford the Gwynsus here. He's just extremely far ahead. He's almost level 16, 20 minutes in.
Yeah, that's super crazy. He's
Yeah, 3
miles
gold lead on the Karthus.
Yeah. That's one big boy.
Yeah,
You
this
see
is
the
gonna be
Kaisa actually
scary.
waiting in the bush here on the bot side. Decides to back off.
Not sure if that's what you want to be doing.
Yeah, I really want to see that lane swap come in eventually so they're able to pressure the Baron. Because that's their key to winning this game. Once they get it, I don't think there's enough wave clear on the side of Team Borge just carry to stop the push.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a very scary spot for Team Borge gets carried. I think, honestly, at this point, as long as Team 5 and 3 doesn't make any major mistakes, they should be able to close this game out pretty easily. They've hit that point where they're going to start out scaling, 2-3 items on each of them. That's going to be the end of it for them, I think, if they just don't get it. They just can't make those big plays.
Oh yeah. A blue steel attempt coming down from Rosa
Yeah,
Sigurd,
good
almost
smite
getting
from
it.
Rampage though, able to secure it. But that prevents it from going to the Karthus or the Ashe, someone who might need it more than the Vi.
John Gall. Being John Gall, trying to get those wards, get that vision score up. At
Yeah,
a
John Gall
solid
with the
56.
56 to the 16 on the other side from Drew the Deity. That is a huge lead, and I'm not sure if the bet is still on of the 200 vision score, $5 for everyone in Twitch chat, but let's just assume it is.
We'll assume it is, and we'll have to get confirmation from, we'll have to get confirmation later to figure out
From,
Chris
Chris.
that it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do
Chris
it
is
for
one
the
who put
boys,
forward.
John Gall.
Yeah, do it for the boys.
The boys in blue, specifically.
I think the issue
Yeah.
this game is going to be making the game last long enough to get that 200 vision score. Team 5 and 3 should be able to close it out before that if they continue this trend.
Yeah,
Oh,
I feel
yeah.
like this game is going to end right around when they take the next Baron. I don't know when it's going to be, but I feel like right when they get it, the game's going to end.
Do you guys think the Kale and the Karma could 2v5? Or do they have too much CC?
I think that if Rosa Sigurd's able to effectively outplay, Karma sticks back, just keeps giving him that movement speed, they might be able to pull it off. Ashiara coming out of mid lane, missing the
Yeah, looks like
Kaisa.
it misses.
That could
I
be
definitely think
scary.
the Kale Karma and the Kaisa can 3v5 against the enemy team.
Oh yeah.
They just have so much peel for each other and shielding that it'd be pretty hard.
Roasted Sigurd kind of ambitious here. Vi with the ball breaker trying to
He does
land
have his
onto Roasted
flash.
Sigurd. Getting the ult off onto Roasted Sigurd. Roasted Sigurd blowing the flash. Cardinal coming down. Ornord coming down from board. Vi first one to go down in this team fight, but an absolutely disgusting team fight comp from 5 and 3.
Yeah,
Just
we see
demolishing
the engage onto Rose's Sigurd, but it takes so long to knock him down, and it just eliminates the Olaf completely from the fight, so they're able to pick it up since Snakethorn's so fed. It looks like that's gonna be the Baron.
Oh, yeah. Fancy new Baron timer, baby.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, we can see the
Production's upgraded. We got the Dragons on the screen right now. We got the Baron timer going active as well right here.
Yeah, we actually got contacted by Riot Games, and they said they'd let us have some of their production people help working on the stream, so that is what we're getting now with the Baron timer.
Yeah, they got 3 minutes here to make that Baron power play, see if they can bring their lead in. I'd like to see them take at least 2 inhibs right here. They're going to get that Mountain Dragon as well.
Yeah, that'll definitely
knock
help.
down those towers.
Just gotta wait up, wait for Roasted Sigurd to come back. Roasted Sigurd hitting the Gunblade, getting that Nashor's Tooth proc, getting that passive proc up.
Yeah, Khalil and Kaiser are definitely going to be an issue, because there is a great front line to back them up with the Amumu and the Ornn. And we're going to start seeing upgraded items here coming out from the Ornn. He is level 14. Does that mean he has one ready, or does he need to get one level?
He's giving it to Snakethorn right now. That's going to be an upgraded Infinity Zone.
Yeah, that's super nice to see.
Huge!
A Molten Edge, I believe it's called. Yeah.
He's actually the only one right now who is able to get an upgraded item. I really hope that the rest of the team, Ash Arrow coming out.
Oh, Ash Arrow coming down on John Galt.
Absolutely.
We might see the Killer Instinct here. Galio coming down to try and peel the Ash. Galio has to burn Flash here. And I don't know if Red Side can hold this Baron push.
Yeah, I think this might be the game here. They might just be able to push down the towers.
I think one thing we never talked about is Roasted Sigurd's beautiful performances almost every game.
Yeah, Rose's Sigurd is definitely a rock for the team. He's always performing, and you rarely see him have a bad game, but you always see him have good games. It's crazy.
Oh, Rose's Sigurd just not caring about anything. Getting those deeps in. Getting that Nashor's Tooth in.
I think we definitely got to talk about the Kale being a must ban against Rose's Sigurd. I believe he still has a 100% win rate on it, and Chip is not afraid to pick it.
And the same thing will happen.
Yeah,
right now, I think there's 2 must bans to him right now. They banned out the Akali, making sure that Rose's Sigurd can't get that. And I think they got to start banning the Akali and the Kale. We're gonna have to see later on today when Cookie Crumblers plays this team, and Cookie Crumblers will make the same mistake that Borge Gets Carried makes and not ban out those 2 champions.
Yeah, I know Cookie Crumblers like to play a more late game macro style, so I think the Kale is definitely a higher priority ban than the Akali for the Cookie Crumblers, so I really want to see that.
Horn coming out from Borge. Who will it be onto? Actually whipping. Catcheye trying to look for something. Rose's Sigurd actually taking a lot of damage. Repositioning with the Divine Judgment. Amumu going down, and that might just be the team fight. Snakethorn getting extremely low. Cardinal coming out, leaving everyone else low. Will Cardinal be able to clean this up?
Damn.
Asho coming down from Connor. Not gonna do much though, and that's gonna be game.
Yeah, they're all just so low. None of them able to be brought down right there.
Free as Star. By the way, coming out from Roasted Sigurd.
Roasted Sigurd with the trash talk.
Almost dying to that tower right there. Hitting level 16 right in the game, man.
Would like to talk to Rose's Sigurd and see if he has anything to say about his opponents, because he had some choice words there. Definitely not stream appropriate, but good thing we have the censorship on our production. We might have to hand out some fines.